What's up, y'all? It's Jam and Sam, and today we're gonna restore Funky's theme from DK3, and we're gonna do things a little bit differently today. Today I'm going to take a shot every time SPCTool crashes, and you know it crashes a lot, so we're in for a interesting day. So let's get right to it. I see one person's already in here. Let's play the song while people pour in here. Hola. Looks like we got some open hi-hats here and a tambourine here. And of course it's going to send it all the way to the bottom, which I don't want. And then it's going to open the mixer track, which I also don't want. I'm alone, not anymore. Hola. I suggested this idea. Hey Andy, hi. Hola, Kara. What's up, y'all? Everybody saying hi to each other. I love that. Alright, so we got, this is the bass right here, I'm pretty sure. And it's going to be the, not this one, but I think it's the jazz upright. I'll have to fix that later. Alright, so let's see what we've got. Just load up this bass right here, jazz upright. Not sure if this is the right one. I know there's two of them. I think that's the like alternate one. Yeah, I think this is the right one. Definitely. Alright, so right now we got, let's see, the beat and the little hi-hat beat. We finally get to know for sure what Funky is saying. Yes, we do. Although you're probably going to be disappointed because I'm pretty sure it's just like kadooga. You know, it's just syllables. Alright, so we got this hi-hat beat, and it's only going to go on for, let's see, there's like 2 bars of this thing. Oh, actually, that's right. There's 1 bar, but the hi-hat kind of chokes it out, which I don't know if we actually want, but let me see. I think we just want, we just want this at the beginning and then that at the end. So let's go hi-hats. Hi-hat beat. And this is going to go all the way to the beginning. I'm not sure why that loud one is there, if that's actually an actual thing. Yeah, it is. So for some reason, I don't remember that one being louder, but... So we got this open hat here now. And it's also being, one of them is also being muted out by the tambourine here. Okay, so that's cool. And then we got the tambourine beat that comes in every other bar. Which means we got the beat playing twice. And I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to like remove those hi-hats because they were only removed under the tambourine to make way for another, like to save channel space basically. And we don't need to do that because now we're in full high def mode. Yeah, it pretty much is jazz scatting. Keeping up the long-standing tradition of voice samples in Funky's theme. Dun. So what exactly is the process here? Do you sample the original sounds and clean them up, or do you listen to the originals and create your own sounds to recreate the song from scratch? Yes, yes. No, we don't use anything from the original except for maybe sounds that were recorded by Rare, like the monkey sounds. Those are the original, but we don't clean up any of the original samples. But basically, I don't use my own sounds either because these sounds had to come from somewhere, right? Like they didn't record them all themselves. They took them from workstation keyboards. So basically what I did was I went and found the original sounds that they used before they put the sounds into the game and had to compress the hell out of them. And then I just kind of like ripped the so I got the high def samples now, the original ones they used, but in high quality before they were put into the game. So I got all that. Now I just have the crudely converted MIDI file, which is basically a copy of all the notes, but it's converted from the original SPC format to MIDI very crudely, it's so crudely because it doesn't make sense whenever you play it back. Like if you listen to it, it's just all the see, they're all pointing to some weird pitches, so it doesn't really sound right. It just sounds like a mess. So what we have to do is translate them to where to make them make sense, and add in the new samples as we go. So yeah, that's basically what's happening here. So anyway, we've got this bass pattern right here. Let me make sure I don't copy a whole loop around here. Actually, no, I'm just going to copy the whole thing because it doesn't look like it loops that much. And it has a little thing at the end as well, so I'm just going to copy the whole thing. So we got bass, make a new pattern called bass, and then put it in here. And there's a little bit of space here, so I'm just going to cut it and paste it again where the space is removed. Octave too high. There we go. It sounds perfect already. But it sounds like we got some echo notes in there, and we don't want that. We want like a real dyed-in-the-wool delay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to remove these, but I might not have to do them manually because I know that there's barely any repeated notes. So I can just glue this, really. Meaning that whenever they're like, you tell the computer, okay, hey, whenever there's a note next to another note, it's just going to combine the notes. So watch what happens. Because all these are echo notes right here. They're right next to each other. They're supposed to be echoes, but we want to use a real delay plugin. So what we're going to do is find the glue tool and just do glue. Now it's going to combine all these notes that are right next to each other. And there's still some that survived somehow. Okay, so there's one. Okay, I see what happened here. These survived. So let me just legato this, because some of them are not ringing out as long as they should. They sound like they stop short. But this doesn't sound right. Let me check on that. Well, actually, it is right. But it does, in the game, it does stop short. So let me fix that. Okay, so now that we've removed that, we just need to, so I wonder if this is a, delay. Weird. Is that even, did I just add that by accident? No, but it is delayed. So basically what we're going to need to do is add a real delay plugin, which means we need to give it a mixer track. Go to the Fruity Delay 3. And let's set it to, I think it's like a 2-step thing. It's 1 step. So that sounds pretty good. Alright, so this, let's see what y'all are saying while this plays in the background. So awesome, really interesting too. Castlevania 64 minis are a nightmare. Secret Hulking or something. We're still not right. There are some leads I found, but I don't feel like shelling $200 for samples. Yeah, that's why I'm not willing to pay for any of these machines to get the real thing, because I'm not making money off this. So but that sample is very recognizable, so we haven't even been able to find one that wasn't some likely sounds. If they were compressed, you wouldn't hear the bubbles at all. Hi, Cody. Oh, I remember you. You comment hearts all the time. Purple hearts. Nice to see you in the stream. Yeah, the water never hits the edge of the container twice and switches. Yeah. So that's why the bubbles are so recognizable. Because, like, you know, there's no water never insert footage of the Jurassic Park scene where there's, like, the chaos theory and whatnot. Okay, so anyway, so we've got that beat. Now we've got this hi-hat beat. So this is gonna go. Here's how this is gonna go. Boom. And that's gonna play pretty much for the whole song, if I recall correctly. Yeah. And then we have the bass come in. Somewhere around right here. Finally get to catch a live stream. Hey, awesome. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so that's pretty much the bass as it happens. I don't think there's any more bass tracks in here. It's just kind of, it stops for the loop and then it starts up again. So let's go ahead and switch to the full thing, and then we can kind of add the beat in here. like kind of add the loop as it comes. But I think we've made it too short maybe, because like when I'm copying it over, it still doesn't go to the end again. Well, actually no, because there's a lot of I think this is where it loops, and there's a lot of like spillage over, because this is where the bass starts again. So yeah, I think we got it right. We'll see how it plays out. So the bass is going to start up here again, right here. Smooth bass line. All right. So I might as well go and take to a lake and record the water himself. Yeah, that's right. Probably have an easier time getting the exact sound than we will finding that exact sample. So, alright, so that's that for the bass and the drums. Now we got this vocal sample, looks like kick-a-doo-goo, whatever it says. So let's go into SFX, and we know that's the do right here. No, wait, the do is second to last. It's like kick-a-doo-da, something like that. So these are just kind of like, I just kind of threw them in there. Let me actually name them real quick. Okay, this is the G sound. This is the K sound. Da. Cool. So it goes. So it's like actually in not like reverse alphabetical order. Nice. Okay, so we'll just drop those in order then. Okay, and of course it's going to put it at the bottom. I don't know why it's been doing that, but it's been doing that with my samples. It always sends them to the bottom. Gadooda. All right. Okay, so we got this pattern here. We just need a copy. So let's go copy. Let's make a new pattern. Call it Jazz Scats. All right. Copy one. Wait, it didn't. Okay, here it goes. Can never remember where I copied. Like, as if you copy in the channel mixer, it just copies the whole line. If you copy in the piano roll, it still doesn't let you copy the mixer. So I'm going to copy in the mixer this time. Okay, here's where it gets a little dicey. Whoop. Not the channel I wanted in. Okay, so let's see how it came out. Whoa. Okay, that's not right. Let me see. I know we want to trim out this silence here. Definitely don't want it to loop. Oh my. So clearly this one's the wrong octave. Wait. It's not this one, it's the other one. Why is it all the way, why is the root note all the way up here? So let's just set all the root notes at C, first of all. And why is the DA not playing? Oh, I pasted it into the wrong channel, that's why. Wrong octave. I want to say it might be, yeah, I think it might be played at C. So it sort of has a, the first ones are two. I'm going to go and say they're probably all at C. So closer, but not quite. That sounds like the right pitch for the da, but the rest might not be a pitch. Now the do is going to be a little bit tricky. And the do is not supposed to sustain like that. And it's supposed to be really low, maybe an octave low. Or maybe not. Do. Maybe that's not even the right sample. I can't tell. Definitely sounds like the rest are pretty good. First time I watch a video of Voices of the Temple and see you go live. Awesome. Hey, welcome. Alright, so I don't know about these. I think I have a wrong, like that third one is wrong. It's not the right sample. Let me slow it down and see what kind of is going on. It's too hissy. Okay, so that one I'm gonna have to look for a replacement later. But this is, I think the G is too high. No, actually, I think that was plenty high. Yeah, see, I think it's the da that's like not the right sample. So let me go real quick and go into the, actually no, I'm trying to delete the do. So let me see if I can go into the sound font that originally, hold on one second. So let me go into the sound fonts where I have it stored and see if I can find the actual sample that was used. Whoops, sorry. So we got, let's see, it should be cis bonus, I believe. Here we go. That's
Get with it.
Baby, baby,
Get with it. Baby.
Oh, these are so cheesy, man.
You're in my system, one.
Big city.
oh, you're in. Doo-doo,
See, that's
doo-doo, 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 down, chicka, down, to down, doo-doo.
see that's not the right sample, because what we're looking for is like what's the number? Where can I find like the sample just played by itself? Let me. I missed that number real quick. Let me. I think it was 31. Oh. Oh man, it crashed. That means I gotta take a shot. So I have here it's called Bayou Rum. It's like it's a local brewery. It's a Satsuma flavor. It's very nice. So I'm gonna take a shot of that. Give me a second here. You can hear you probably heard the cork pop. It's got like a nice cork in it. All right, here we go. Whoa. Tastes very good. All right. Yeah, if y'all want to, feel free to take a shot along with the stream so I don't have to be the only one drinking here. Plus, I'm day drinking, so, you know, ultimate patheticness. It also helps to have water with you so you don't get dehydrated. But, yeah. Drink responsibly and all that. But so basically, we are looking at this. Let me load it up again. This is probably where it's going to freeze the most, because it crashes the most whenever you're looking at an individual sample. So this is probably what's going to kill me right here. I'm gonna have to be careful how I. So that's what it sounds like. You can probably hear that. So we're looking for something like that. Now, if you listen to the do here, it sounds too breathy. Even if you play it an octave lower. See, it's not. This note is very clear, and the other one is like kind of really. There's a lot of chorus on it mostly. That's what kind of stands out to me. Wait, you're drinking rum? Yeah, I'm drinking rum. That's how we do it. No, that's how I do it. I don't do wine or beer or anything. I just can't stand the taste. I like to just kind of drink rum slow, rum or whiskey or whatever. But let's see. You got my email from last night. I am getting emails. I think I got an email from you, but give me some time to respond. He's gonna get wasted. Yeah. So if we if I end up too drunk to finish these, we'll probably just play Donkey Kong 2 or something. But I'm a year younger than requirement. Okay, then obviously you're out, because I don't want to be responsible for any underage drinking. You hear that, FBI? I'm not condoning underage drinking. Only play along if you are of age. How many shots are we at? This is the first shot actually right here. This is the first time it crashed. So it's usually crashes when I'm like playing. It crashes all the time, but it especially crashes when I'm playing around with a sample, because I always tend to like push the button too fast, and then it just kind of messes up. Oh, is it shaken, not stirred? Well, I mean, none of it's shaken because that's required for like if you're mixing something, but I'm just drinking straight rum, man. There's two albums of water samples. You found like 2 albums full of water samples that you have to go through. Wow. Okay. Okie dokie on the response. Okay, so basically we're in the market for a different sound. It's probably somewhere in here.
You're in.
Baby,
These are so cheap.
you're
So cheesy.
down chicken. Down chicken.
But it's obviously not any one of these.
Get with.
Baby, you.
You're in my system.
And actually, none of this is not where any of the K or the G is. It's only where the die is. Well, actually, no.
You're in.
The die isn't even here either.
Doo-doo. Down chicken, down chicken. You, baby.
Get with it.
I didn't hear the die in here either. So let me see. Where did I don't even remember where I find so many of these. I don't even remember where I found the others. So obviously they're in the same place and I just got the wrong one. Let me pull up my chart here. I have it all written down where I got these samples. So it's going to be vocal snips, multi-sampled, Amsonic CDRs. I didn't even put them in there. Jeez, I'm lazy. Alright, so I'm going to have to try to... I know I got them from this... from one of these CDRs here. So they have to be somewhere around here. So let me see. They were called like Jason MI whatever. So obviously they're going to be listed in samples and called like Jason something. Jason MI. Wow, there's a lot of these. Okay, so I'm just going to go through each one. Not even a vocal. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh, there it is. That's it right there. That's it. It's definitely the one. So let me go and what I'm just out of curiosity, what thing is this in? Nona VoxMap 1. So that'll help for my documents. So let me go and export this to the respective folder. SFX, and it should show up here, but it's called Nona VoxMap 1. So that's Nona VoxMap 1, and it's called Nona VoxMap. Yeah, so it's bank 98 Nona VoxMap. So let me just write that down real quick because I know I'm going to forget later, just like I probably did the first time. Vocal snips are from Ensoniq CDR 2. 98 Nona VoxMap. Alright, so now we have that sample. That was pretty easy.
Do.
So here's the do. We're just going to rename it to do. And let's see.
Do. Do.
And let's delete this one because we know we're not using it.
Do. Do.
So that one's going to be the one. Let's go drag it up to where we need it. And now we lost our note, so let's go and copy that again. So now it's out of tune a little bit. So let's see. Is it just a root note? No, maybe it's an octave lower. No. I think that's an E right there. Let me go and play it again, see what it does. Okay, so it's got a distinctive melody sound. That's not the I think those are the last two are right, but the first two might be a different pitch. And I think the do might be a different pitch as well. And the K might be lower, maybe. This is gonna be a tough one. Hello, can you say hello? I just said hello. It's lower like a D. Oh, maybe. Not quite. I think it's out of tune a bit too, like it's not close to any key. Let me see if I can try to tune it. Sounds like a motor or something. So let me remove that loop point so it doesn't loop on me. Looks like it's about an A. But actually we don't need it to be tuned. We just need to know if it's off key at all. And it looks like it's about 50 cents off key. That's it. That's sounding better already. Let me make sure the da is in tune. I think it is. I think it's actually an A. Yeah, that's kind of one thing that was missing. So let me see what y'all are talking about. Da's a little high, yeah. Just got that. As I was saying, like a killer instinct thanks for if you do. I'm not really. So someone says, yeah, the E flat was better. I was just guessing D. I think it's still out of tune. There we go. That sounds much better. This is going to be the most difficult part of this song. Unless we get drunk. So let's see. Definitely, I think the K is middle C. That might have been it right there. Yeah. There we go. Maybe the do is still a little bit out of tune, but there we go. It is. It's not out of tune, or it was, but now it's not. I think that's it right there. So now the only thing left is that it has an echo. So where does it start and where does it end? So it starts over here, right here. It's got an echo of 1.5 steps. So we need to give it a, let's call this mixer track vocal or jazz scats. And let's give it a delay channel. Now we set 1.5 steps. There we go. That sounds good. Okay, so now we got our bass and our vocal snips. So let's drag the bass down here at the bottom just for organization's sake. Oh, I'm already slurring my words, y'all. So this is gonna go, actually the drums are already gonna be down here, so let's just put them down here. So now we got our bass, and now we need, what's next? I'm just gonna leave this, the jazz scats as the melody, because it's all gonna be one melody line. Let's say this is melody. Okay, and so what is next? We've got, what is this right here? Oh, those are more organ notes. So let's see, we've got, I'm just gonna go channel by channel here. So we've got this going on, we've got that channel, that's the only time channel 3 is used. That's actually, no wait, not the only time, because there's one, there's an organ jump up here. So let's see, let's go to channel 3. So it's that organ, that's going to be annoying, stop that. Cool. So now that whole line we can just kind of copy. And I'm going to... Actually, no, because we want to remove this space. So I'm going to go and say... This organ part is going to have its own track. And... Okay, that's going to get annoying. So we got our warm Hammond organ here. So this part we can kind of, this part at the end we can kind of remove because that's hitting the loop here. Actually, no, let's leave it in and put a, add that extra note on there. So now where does this happen? This goes somewhere right here, I believe. And nuts and bolts aren't in the playlist. Okay, I'll fix that later. Why do I suddenly hear jitterbug? What, that old cell phone commercial? Jitterbug. I don't hear that. Steak. Alright, so let me see, how does the, so this is 1 bar late. Okay, and it plays until the loop. Gotcha. And actually, this part is an echo. I can tell because it's out of tune. So let's go and grab the real channel. And actually, there's more organ parts here. Let's see, we got this whole thing. So let's just go and drag this away. I'm just gonna guess how many it needs. Okay, so it needs a 1 more bar. And then we can add them to the second part of the loop. This part I didn't even hear in the original because I never was there long enough in Funky's place. That organ is quiet. Yeah, it is a little bit quiet. Let me raise it in volume as high as I can go. There we go. That should be perfect right there. Okay, now do we have any more organ notes that I should know about? But no, but I do need to configure that delay here. So let me see. There's another delay. There's actually another layer to the organ here. And that's the only time that layer plays, except... Wait, no, that's another instrument. But the first time it does that da-da-da-dum, it plays with a layer under it. So this part of the organ is going to need a delay channel. So what we're going to do is send the organ to a mixer track and then give it a delay. And I forgot to check on how much delay there is or what the interval is. Looks like we got 4 steps here. Actually, no. I'm on half, so that's 2 steps. Okay, cool. So let me give that some stereo separation. So we're gonna say that this only activates when it's doing its little trill right there. So first it's gonna be this is the not the organ playlist. So let's go. So it starts playing right here, so it's gonna activate here. And then it's gonna deactivate here and reactivate again here. Your works are out of this world, my dude. Keep doing the good stuff. Thanks, my dude. Be excellent to each other. Still have to see that movie, actually, the new one. Can't wait. Might have to put it on a stream or in some way. So we got the organ bit. That's pretty much it for the organ bit. Actually, no. There's another piece. The organ plays also right here. So actually, I think all this is organ mostly. So let me go and put on the other channel and see what happens. And this part is also delayed. So the delay is going to activate right here as well. And that part is going to be really loud. Okay, so we got to activate it here. Let's see. I think it also delays right there, actually. Yeah. I'm just gonna say it delays through the whole thing. but not there, because it's noticeable right there that it shouldn't be there. Oh, I actually disabled it there. That's right. Okay, cool. So that takes care of that. Let me check on channel 3 and whatnot. So that would be this right here. So that's the sax right there. So let's go and add the sax then, before we forget. It's supposed to be a bari sax right now, but it's actually a sample of a tenor sax. And it's really just going to be this part right here, and I think it's going to go into melody, actually. And I think all of this, even the organ, is going to go to melody. Actually, no, I'll leave it out so I can, like, kind of compartmentalize. But they never play over each other, so it doesn't really matter. Let me go and put the tenor sax in organ. But I don't know when it's supposed to be. So we need this, sax to have a sort of decay. And I believe there's a lower octave to that. Yeah, because it does it in layers. So there's definitely a lower octave. But it also does it, looks like it does it here too, but I haven't even gotten there yet. So we'll leave that out for now. And actually also the lower layer, but there's going to be a lower layer later. So anyway, that's that channel, and then we can move on to 4. So that's the original signal. Here comes the next part. That's that, and that's right here. And that's pretty much all there is. So now we got track 6 or 5 or whatever, because they're like numbered differently. So we got one of those doo-dum. And we already have that, so we don't need to add it again. We can just actually, no, we do kind of need to add it again, but I'm going to make it separate. So let me say organ intro. And then if that's the case, then we don't even need to, well, no, we still need to have the automation. Actually, no, I'm going to keep it where it was because I don't want to mess up the whole delay scheme thing. And actually, this is going on while we don't have delay. So there's another layer to the Hammond. So we need to clone it, and then we need to put this there. And then we also need to make a new mixer track for it. So now this layer is going to be, so there's like, it goes up to C, it ends on C, and then the lower layer ends on G. So let me go and find that, make sure that's the right one. Yeah, that'll be it. And I'm going to cut that so I can use it. And if that's the case, we don't even need the automation anymore, so. But actually, we do need it for that part. But I'm going to make the trills part of the other organ too, just so we don't need that. So let me see, those trills from the organ, they're all like shorter notes, right? So we just need this one to be a shorter note. And actually this one's supposed to be that velocity. So we have that trill, and then we have another one over here, which we can copy. I think, I didn't already delete it, did I? Good. So we have the single noted one. I'm gonna actually cut that. So now this one is gonna go lead into this. No, the delayed one is gonna go lead into the not delayed one, and then we can add effects and whatnot. But actually, no, the effects, if we do saturation, it's going to mess up the delay. So that's not, they have to be processed independently. So right now, where do we have those trills on the organ? We have them right here. We have another one right under that next trill. Oh, this one. Cool. And then we have this other one. This one's gonna go here at this bar. And I think there's another layer to this one too, because look at that. So this one ends at C, and this one ends on G probably. It's gonna do the same thing, I bet. Wait a minute. No, it also ends on C. Oh, I think it's an octave, that's why. Ow. Oh, arm. Okay, so it's going to be an octave thing, and it might have a lesser velocity. Yeah, this one has a stronger velocity for sure. So I wonder if this note is probably staccato. And it's not obeying my envelope thing, so it's probably there's something in the thing that I'm gonna have to go and modify. So let me just go and remove all that, remove all this, remove all this. Okay, save that and then load it up again. But now it's still not obeying it, so what am I doing wrong? Maybe it's because there's a mod envelope on it. So let's try that. I don't know why it's not doing ASDR. Weird. How about if we just remove all this then? Maybe it'll do the right thing then. And it's still not doing anything. Why? Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do then. Put a note fade out. But organs, you can't really fade them out anyway, so it doesn't matter, because to make this sound like a real instrument, you just have to shorten the note. There we go, that'll be perfect. We don't need it. But I want to make it short like this one, so. Cool, that'll be perfect. And then let's go and check the original. Where does this one? So it happens every 2 bars. Happens 2 more times. And then the sax part happens again. But I think this is like the sax. No, wait, this is also. So let me go and play it. So we're at track 6 right now. Let me include track 7 in that. So then it switches to the sax completely, which I don't get because I don't have a different sample. Okay, so both those times are the sax. That makes sense. And then it continues with that one on the other track. So then it never actually does fade out the organ. That's all. That's why that was a thing. It's always the sax doing that kind of lick. Let's just call these licks then. So now that means that this should be, first of all, let me go and undo because I shortened the notes. So this is going to go into the tenor sax now. That's probably going to be this low because you have this and this. There we go. And that's why that note sounded so loud. So now we have this one going at it. It plays every other bar. But now the other time that when it loops, they don't play the organ licks, because you see they're right here, but they don't play it the first time whenever it loops. They play it the second time, and then they play the licks as normal. Okay, cool. So that's a great ending too, by the way. So that's pretty much the organ and the sax too. So let's see what people are saying here. Oh, you're saying a lot, huh? Five songs. So 5 songs, not including Waterworld, then it'll be over. I don't know. I'm not counting. Let's see. Cave theme, the banana ware, blah blah blah. What is the producer software you're using? FL Studio, yes. Mess around with FL, but it makes me want to go and work on it again. Rule, we need to find somebody who can reverse engineer the GBA engine and rip GBA songs that were actually written by David Wise. I think one guy does that already. He somehow recreates the GBA, DK3 GBA tracks. His name is Wriggles1. Go look him up on YouTube. You'll be able to find it. He does some pretty good restorations of the DK3 GBA soundtrack. So check him out. Gotta go. I'll continue looking for leads to the water sample, but I enjoy watching you put these pieces together. Nice. You sound like a detective there. I'll continue looking for leads to find this water sample. Beautiful. Say hi to Marion for us. Oh wow, so y'all know somebody knows somebody here. Cool. This could have used a snare. Maybe, but it's supposed to be like a smooth jazz track. I think that what they're trying to do with those hi-hats is like trying to make a jazz like a ride sound. So, but maybe a snare would work here, but they don't really have any yeah, you could do like a pop pop pop. You know, that would kind of work. I was worried about the vocal tracks in the song, but you pretty much found it no problem. Yes, we did. The issue would be if he gets drunk. that'll be when the fun begins, man. Let's see. From where the voices sampled from, I thought they were recorded by Rare. Not these voices. The vocal snips, only the monkey sounds were recorded by Rare, and like the Kremling sounds and the some of the nature sounds, but they kind of made it with their voice, I guess. But the yeah, it's from Ensoniq CDR2. There's a patch called it's called Nona Vox Map or something like that. But it's from Ensoniq CDR2. You can get it from digitalsoundfactory.com or .net or something. But it's on there. It cost me, and it's on the Dropbox too. You can access it if you have a sound font editor. What is the funny saying in the song? It's just jazz scatting. K-ka-doo-da. The sax an octave lower, I think. Yes, we did catch that. I don't know. I think the compression is the culprit of nuts and bolts. Just doesn't sound off to me. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, what is that gibberish? It's just gibberish. It's just that. And I love these. Thanks for making them. Thank you. Thank you for coming to the stream. DKC3 GBA is not good compared. It's not that good compared to the SNES ones. I feel the same. I feel that well, I just feel that the DK3 GBA themes are not my style. I guess they're kind of cheesy sounding, but I do like the Spider Boss, and I do very much like well, I especially like the Spider Boss track, but also kind of like the Stilt Village theme. That one's pretty cool too. Can we hear the funky gibberish by itself? Yeah, check it out. That's it by itself. So yeah. Now let's move on to what's next. We pretty much, that's most of the song right there. I think actually yeah, that's the whole song. But what's this right here? Something else right there at the end. Last channel. Oh yeah, the mute trumpet. Last part. Ooh, that's fancy. That's your film noir theme there. What's your favorite DKC track, all inclusive? Definitely Mining Melancholy would be my favorite. So let's go and grab this little bit right here. And we're going to need, for the first time in this song, a contact instrument. This is a TS-10 instrument. The TS-10 is made using contacts. Ooh, so fancy. Love it. Okay, so let me go into my Dropbox and... There's also a lot of reverb, a lot of nice reverb in this song. That's going to sound really good whenever we put it to actual reverb. Okay, so let's call this mute trumpet. Contact. Nice. I like that waterfall track a lot. Oh, I love the waterfall track too. The SNES one. With all those arpeggios and whatnot. Okay, so let's paste that here. Make sure it's at channel 1. Should be bigger velocity. Should be a lot sharper. I wonder if like there's some kind of we can make it sharper in post. Cool. So now where does this go? This goes right here, I believe. Oh. SPCTool crashed. I need to take another shot. So if you're playing along, also take a shot. Oh wait, I already got that. Alright. Bottoms up. Woo. Alright. Shot number 2 down the hatch. Alright, so and we're pretty much done with the song. Well, we still have mixing to do, and we're going to need SPCTool for that, so the adventure continues. Alright. So now this is going to go in the same spot in the thing, and we pretty much have the whole track laid out, so check it out. So now we need to give everything mixer tracks. So let's call this mute trumpet first of all. Missed it. That means we need to take another shot. Not really, but okay, so we need a channel for the closed hi-hat and the open hi-hat and then the tambourine. Okay, so we got everything as a mixer track. Now we just need to put it in its respective buses. See, I got the buses laid out here. So really, we're just gonna do. Let's see. This is gonna be definitely gonna have reverb. This is the mute trumpet is going to be, and this is like should end way before this. So this is going to go into accompaniment with reverb, and the I don't think the tenor sax is going to have reverb. If it is, it's going to have to be removed because it's technically a bass, so it's going to have to be removed, added separately. This is going to have reverb. Basically, everything's going to have a light reverb. Actually, no, well, we're going to have different reverb, so let's not speak yet, but the organ doesn't have reverb. I know that. It's very, very unreverberated. Jazz scats are going to have reverb because they have delay. This is going to have delay but not reverb. Beautiful. Alright, so now the we need to make sure the acoustic bass hits at 6 dB. Okay, so it already does. We don't need to worry about that. But I want to make that middle hit harder. But now remember, this song doesn't have a kick, so we can pretty much take it to 3 legally. If you want to keep our but let's actually keep this just for scale. Keep this with way it is. Now let's go and raise it up 3 dB. Now this sax, I want it to, I kind of want it to have less of a, like, take down some of those high frequencies and boost the bass quite a bit, because this is going to be our tentative bass when we get into that section, because there's no bass under it. So besides having to go to 3 dB, which I think it already is because it's pretty loud, it has to, actually that's too much muffling of the high frequencies, but it needs less presence. There we go. So let me go and like find that actual sax and like kind of mix it like that. See, it needs to be much louder than, or not much louder, but it needs to be actually louder than that. See, it needs to peak at 3. So now that it's peaking at 3, it's good. Do you think that the sax I sent before on Discord sounds different than the original one? I haven't seen, sounds more similar to the original one. I haven't seen the one you sent. Let me see. I didn't get anything for, I don't know, what's your name on Discord. So I don't know what you sent me. Or I don't remember getting anything from you. Yeah, you have to send it to me again, I don't remember. But I think this sounds pretty much like the original. See, because if you go into SPCTool, it's like... Oh, wait, did it crash again? No, that's from the last time it crashed. I never actually, like, removed it. It was some time ago. Well, send it to me again. I'll see, but I think that's the original, definitely. Yeah, that sounds like the original. Perfect. Beautiful. I can't imagine anything sounding closer. Oh, the Mill Fever part. Oh, you mean the mute trumpet. Yeah, I remember you actually sending me that. I remember that this one sounded, that one sounded similar, but no cigar. We can try it. See, what it does. Let me try to find, what is your name? Where's that, message that you sent me? Let me see, let me search. Mute trumpet. I don't really know. What was your name on Discord? Because I don't remember. I don't have anything from you that I can. Because I have like a whole smorgasbord of a bunch of people that have messaged me. Chris 140. Alright, let me go and look into my messages, but I don't see anything from Chris 140. Okay, so I don't see that you've direct messaged me at all. Let me see, oh, this is, oh, it was in the, group. That's where you did it. Let's see. That sounds like it. Well, do you have the actual... Because this is just a, Do you have an actual copy of that sound? Because this is just the test that you made. But if you give me an actual wave of that sound, I can like implement it and see how it sounds. So yeah, just send me that, and then we'll see what we can do. So the open hi-hat should be the same volume. Let me actually give it more volume. Well, actually, no, it's actually playing not very loud, but it's just that one note makes it. And I think that we don't need all those high frequencies on the bass, actually. As soon as I get to the PC, I send to you. Okay. Okay, so let's see, let's kind of go through it and make sure everything sounds right, like this hi-hat beat. Let me turn it up a bit. So this sounds pretty good. Let's saturate it a bit. And let's get a better reverb. We need like a jazz stage sound. So let's go to TSAR1 reverb. Ooh, I think I'm starting to feel those strings. But anyway, let's see, like a jazz hall or something like that. But the actual room we're in is sort of his workshop, so that would have like a room echo. It's not a very big room. It's but it's not that small. But it would echo quite a bit because it's very hard surfaces. It's wood. Well, it's not that hard, but you know, it's wooden surfaces. So that would be a good amount of reverb right there. So let's also give it a saturation knob. I used the Fairlight trumpet sample. Let me see if I can download that. The Fairlight sample pack. I mean, I'm going to play this and then I can put that downloading. Okay, so now let's move on to the tambourine. And also let's remember to use any panning that's attributed to these samples. So I know the tambourine is panned to the left a little bit. And the open hat is panned to the right a bit. That sounds pretty good. Beautiful. All right. So let me download this pack right quick while y'all listen to that. Okay, so I got it downloading for good, and I'll implement that as soon as it finishes. So now, anyway, the next thing is the bass. Ooh, yeah, it booms. Like when I turn my headphones up, it booms real well. So that's good. We EQ'd it very, very well. And now I want sort of a tape sound for this. I really want like sort of actually I want it for everything, but I think these already have sort of a tape sound. They were probably recorded on tape, but this has sort of a raw sound that I want to kind of. First off, I want to like low pass it for sure. Because if you listen to the original, it kind of booms really well. It sort of has that warm tape sound that I really want to get. And it has a nice sub to it. So let's try JB Ferox on this. Let's get some saturation on it, maybe about 30%. And now if you recall, JB Ferox always makes it delay, like actual delay, like it takes too long. So you can see it played way after I had actually played the note. But so let's use the metronome to like kind of gauge that. Wow, so it's very late, actually. Let's say 500 ms. So let's say how about 1000 ms. Perfect, right on the dot. There we go. So remember that SPCTool delays at exactly 1 second. Whenever we're doing the whole zero thing, you know, that kind of setting. But yeah, so we don't need the bass to be that. I think it's actually a setting I did in Ferox where it like brings it up a bunch of dB. Let's do our mastering effects while we're here. Wow, that's too loud. Oh, so it does actually play when the sax is going off. Which means that we kind of have to delegate that between them. So we're going to have to lower them a lot. Now we know that when the bass plays the high notes, it kind of like sharpens up, so I want to kind of sort of automate the level of the 7 that's going on. So let's go and say that in the beginning, you know what, I'm kind of fed up with Ferox and like the way it sort of delay, it makes everything delay, so I'm just going to remove that, and I'm going to try a different one. Let's see, Magnetite. I just downloaded this one. I don't know if it's any good yet. Let's see how it works out. But it doesn't seem to have any knob for volume control. I really want one that has a knob for volume control. Let me see what I have downloaded. So let's say that there was one that I downloaded, this one, Tube Driver. I do believe, yes, it has a volume control. But that gives me saturation, doesn't really give me that tape sound I want. So let me just go with saturation from the normal plugin, and then but now we still need to automate that high shelf. Oh, cool. You sent the sample at Discord. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you. Thank you for coming to the stream. Okay, so let's see. So that's the sample right there, it looks like. Let me download it, and this thing is in the way. Cool, so that sounds decent. Oh wait, that's not where we had originally had it. We don't need that, we need the amplitude. So let me try vinyl, this vinyl plugin. Oh, but that ruins the bass. We don't want that. It sort of high passes it. So let me try Magnetite again. Maybe I'll just have to like compensate for the volume. I like this sound. It sounds good. But I really want that crunch, that tape crunch on the high. It's really just saturating. It doesn't sound like a tape to me. Let me see what else I got. Tape cassette. Let me try that. I think it sounds better without it. So far, none of these really give me the crunch that I want. I think only Ferox is going to give me that crunch. So let me try that again. And maybe just not do the tape speed, because the tape speed is what makes it delayed like that. So now I'm just kind of setting it up, fiddling with the settings, seeing what works, what doesn't work. That sounds good. That kind of gives it a crunch. But I wanted that bass though. That sounds like a good crunch, a good lo-fi sound. Okay, so now we can kind of move on to the melody. So this jazz scat thing, it's going into the why is it going in there? I think the acoustic bass is supposed to be here. Weird. Alright, so it's just supposed to be in jazz scats. And there's only supposed to be really one echo, but I don't want it to be just one echo. I just want it to be like one noticeable echo and then more subtle ones. And I want them to be offset a bit. So we get offset stereo. There we go. Now it kind of spreads around the room. But we don't necessarily want that too much because it's a room, so it's not, you're not going to hear that much of an echo. So yeah, we can just quiet up the echoes a bit because they're very noticeable. The scats, when they echo, they're very percussive, so you're going to notice them a lot. And that sounds really good. That sounds really satisfying, really swell of an echo. Now we just need to EQ it. See, I think we want more highs on that to make it more crisp. There we go. Not that much, but it's an 80s sample, so we definitely want it to feel, to make it, there's tricks to make it feel more high quality than it actually is. We definitely want to saturate it a bit to make it sound. That's another thing that's going to make it sound more high quality. See, that just brings out the real roughness in it. Make it sound a little grittier. And also I want to put some chorus on it. Subtle chorus. See, that sounds beautiful right there. Perfect. So now I think the we're still using the convolver for this reverb here. That sounds like a good room sound to me. Beautiful. All right. So now we can kind of move on. We never used any more melody, so let's name this Jazz Scats. Yeah, that sounds alright. So I like the warmth of that Hammond, but I might want some more, I think I just want to saturate it. Actually, I might want to put a Ferox on it to make it sound like a tape. It's a very old school sound, so I want to make it sound as old school as possible. So that's good. I like that. But I might want to EQ it a bit because there's some frequencies that are just too strong. Let me check on panning right quick too. So this one's not panned, this one's not panned. Pretty much nothing else is panned. So we're good on that. Looks like that EQ is working well. There's like a muddiness to it. Yeah, I want to bring up that noise up there at the top because that's going to really sell the whole tape sound. Too much on the highs up here. That's really good right there. I like that. And I want to high pass it because it's going to take away from the bass. That might be too much saturation. Let me go down to 20%. So that sounds good. So let me save this as a mixer track and copy it to the other Hammond channel. And just mute the delay. So now we got that, we got the hi-hats, we got the tambourine. Now let's go to the sax. And actually there shouldn't be any of the organ, like the sax licks in here, because we moved them. So let's cut them. There we go. Actually, that sounds really good. I think we might just need some, maybe a little bit of saturation on that. Maybe EQ out some of the lows. There we go. That was perfect right there. Whatever I did is perfect. And maybe get a little bit of highs on that too to bring out the hiss in the recording. There we go. That's beautiful. Let me get also a little chorus on that. Make it subtle. Take the depth down, this delay down, and make the LFO slower. Maybe that's a little bit washy. There we go. That's good. It sounds like a section now. Because it's supposed to sound like a section anyway. Now let's take it down to halfway, half power. There we go. That's good. That's awesome. Whoops. That was probably loud. Beautiful. Perfect. Love it. Now let me get some separation on that because you want to sound like it's coming from everywhere. So it spreads out a lot. Beautiful. Perfect. Love it. Alright. So that's good for the sax. Now that trumpet, I remember someone had had given me the actual sample to download. Let me see if I got it. I don't have it here, but it should be here. Let me go back to Discord and see what it is. Oh yeah, I downloaded it to the actual folder. So let's see how it does. Whoops, that's not the right, it's not the right note. Weird. Let me take it down a bit. Let me see what notes that's actually playing at. So it's actually playing at an F with negative 20 cents. Perfect. Maybe it's an octave lower? Doesn't sound right. No. Actually, I like it better whenever the other one's playing it. Definitely has that high frequency I need. Definitely needs a decay. Kind of sounds better with the Fairlight version. But it definitely needs a low frequency boost. Actually, no, I think it sounds better with the other one because it doesn't have the right low end. So, but this one's gonna need to be raised, like gonna need the high end raise. See, this one sounds much better. I think it's still, we should stay with the original. Alright, so let's see what y'all are saying. This is one of my favorite themes, guys. Now it's finally getting restored. Thanks. Glad to know you're glad. Hey, what's your opinion on the Korg M1? Well, it's a nice machine. It's from the 80s, so it's not really that relevant today, but it was used for what was it? Yoshi's Island. I don't really have an opinion on it. I don't really use those sounds very much because they're too outdated, I guess. But, you know, they sound good. I prefer the Korg, I prefer the Wave Station, but, you know. You need to set crossfade to 45%. What? That's not going to do anything. Crossfade to 45%. Let's see. See, that just changes the frequency. See, that changes the frequency. So what's the new root note? So new root note is A at 30 cents. Actually no, because I already had changed the cents. So it's sort of like 10 cents. Negative 10 cents. Okay, so let's try that. Let's go back and let's EQ the let's just, instead of bringing up, let's bring up the that sounds good. I like that. So let's see yeah, that might actually be the one there. So you got it. Definitely need a bigger lower end boost. There we go. That's more like it. So that's really good. I like that. So let me go and edit the name here. delete whatever that is. Beautiful. Alright, so yeah, you got it. I'll use that one. So now what's next that needs to be done? We need to... Let's give it some kind of a chorus, because it's already pretty saturated. It sounds like it doesn't need to be saturated more. Let's give it a chorus. It really sounds static. It's the only problem. Okay, so let me save it with that setting too. So let's see. Okay, what did I do? This thing did some stupid stuff to it. Oh my god. Well, I didn't even do anything. It's just so stupid. Okay, so I guess just delete that and start over again. Because obviously this thing is glitching. There we go. Let me try and save that, see if it actually works this time. So now this needs to be, it's good that we have a fresh reverb, because we really need a lot, we need an especially a lot of reverb on this one. Because there's a lot in SPCTool. There's a lot of reverb on here. Although I want to kind of err on the side of less, because when I listen to it in my phone, it ends up being it ends up sounding a lot stronger. Cool, so that sounds good. This should obviously be the same. We don't need that. And definitely I want something to do with this organ, maybe? I want to add more saturation on this one. There we go. That's better. Maybe even more. There we go. Beautiful. Now, I wonder if I don't want to add it to the other one too. Because it has so much higher frequencies, so it's going to be obvious. So it's good like that. I think I want some more, sounds good like that. I like it. Maybe I want some regular saturation on it too. Time for a shot, maybe. Well, SPCTool didn't crash, so that sounds good with the set with the extra saturation. Maybe we'll take it down a bit. Maybe take down the high pat, like high cutoff a bit. So that sounds good. I like that. Yoshi's Island most. What's SPCTool? SPCTool is the program we're using to monitor the game soundtrack. You can't see it here, but you can hear it go off if I go. I can monitor different layers and yeah. So yeah, I can pretty much just listen and you can't see it, but you can hear it. So now, first thing that comes to mind is that the hot open hat needs to be stretched so that it you can hear the sustain more. Oh, that sounds beautiful. What? Maybe the mute trumpet could be quieter. And the sax could have reverb on it. What are you drinking tonight with your challenge? Oh yeah, you must have gotten here late, because I said it. So I said it, but I'm drinking a Gator Bite Bayou rum. So it's a Bayou rum with a infused Satsuma oranges. So it's a sort of a local thing to New Orleans. Well, it's not New Orleans, but it's like a Louisiana thing. So you can probably, I don't know if you can find it elsewhere, but it's a good rum. Tastes like Satsuma. And so we're drinking it. I've only taken two shots so far. So it's only crashed once. It's been behaving lately. So, but maybe I'll make it a thing where I just keep taking a shot, because obviously I can still. It isn't too inhibiting. I was out for like 20 minutes. Bayou rum. All right. So yeah, this is like shaping up really well, actually. I'm loving it. Like just from that first, it was like, whoa. So let's check it out again. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, sorry. But there's something about that the jazz scats that I want to like kind of remedy. I think I need more high and low frequencies on it. Maybe some more saturation on it as well. Maybe a little bit more, not quite. Yeah, maybe a little bit less middle. There we go. That sounds much better. Love how the reverb came out. Thinking of maybe doing Super Mario Kart remaster and stuff. Oops, sorry. Thinking of maybe doing Mario Kart remasters in this style. Yeah, go for it. My entire process is documented and you can access all the stuff, so no reason anyone can't follow in my footsteps and do all the other soundtracks that I don't want to do. So yeah, this is sounding really good. Loving hearing it broken down. How's your relationship with David Wise? So David thinks that he specified that these are not restored versions, they're remixes. So you can kind of hear, they did an interview with him where they mentioned me, and they said, like, he mentioned that they're like actually remixes, like, but you know, he's like humbled by them nonetheless. And you can hear an interview I retweeted the interview with forgot who it was from, but it's retweeted on my you'll be able to find it. It's fairly recent, and he talked about how basically they're remixes. They're not, which they are remixes technically. But saying they're restored, there's no actual restorations that exist. We're recreating them, so it's technically a marketing ploy, is what it is. It's just something, but I feel it gives you more of an accurate representation than just saying, oh, it's a remix. Because people click a remix, they expect to hear something with the original artist's or with the remixer's personality in it, but I don't do that. I actually try to recreate and stick as close to the original as I can. And there is some of my own interpretation in these, like, with the reverb and whatnot, and with my mixing. But for the most part, I think, however inaccurate calling them restorations is, it still gives people a better idea than if I just called them remixes. Probably would be more inaccurate to call them remakes, but I feel that it's okay. Now let me try to untangle this wire here. Hold on. I hate having wires in this studio because it just kind of messes up everything. There's wires everywhere, but some things get tangled up. Okay, we're good on that. Okay, so yeah. Let me give the original a listen and see what kind of sticks out to me. Remasters? No, they're not remasters because remasters means that you're using the original to touch it up. I guess you could call them remasters for a more accurate description. But, yeah, calling them restored is fine, I feel. Until somebody tells me different. Wait, when does it play without the thing? Okay, so in the loop, there's a discrepancy here. In the loop that it like when it loops first, actually there's a little bit of differences. So let's see, we got first off the jazz scats play, and then the in the loop the organ lick doesn't play. So this part is taken out right here. And then we're just but we are left with the and then that first jazz organ part doesn't play. So let's make this unique. And let's go to the original and make sure we got that all right. So this part is going to play without the without that lick. So let's go into it and remove that part. Just that note is going to be there. Why is there a note there? There shouldn't be a... It's not playing out the full note. Oh wait, that's because we have the not sustained one. Oh wait, no, is it actually like behaving for my... Why is it not playing that? Oh, it's playing... Oh yeah, that's right, there's a note in there that I forgot to remove. And there's also a there's an organ note here that like where the lick where it kind of does this little number here. But it plays here. Actually with the sax. It plays with the sax. But it doesn't do that this first time, right? No, actually it does do that. The first time it plays that lick with the sax. So like right here it should. So let me insert a new track here and then have it play the organ lick with the sax on this part. Make sure that part doesn't clip. Good. Perfect. I'm the guy who sent you midis a long time ago, separate by instrument. Oh yeah, I knew that name seemed familiar. Welcome back. Still helping me out, I see. Yeah, these midis are all, yours. You can apparently run Rare SPC and I can't, so my computer just doesn't run it. Restoration is definitely the best term. Remixes aren't normally just a touch of your own artistic flair, but you see the point. Yeah. So this has to occur here too. But this is running over, see, it's like doubling up. So let's go. Actually, we can just add this part because you can't play two of the same patterns at once. So this is not going to work. So basically what we're going to do here is copy this and also place it in into the actual organ pattern. So it should be about here. So let's copy this. Means we can delete this. Cool, so that's pretty much it. Actually, let me move this down. Cool, perfect fade out, perfect ending. Kick-a-doo-da. I feel that the velocity could be louder here on the bass at the beginning. Maybe not. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to play these. I'm going to play this in my speakers, which means I'll have to mute my mic. It's just so I can get a different perspective on it, make sure there's nothing that stands out to me, because you have to, when you do mixing and mastering like this, you have to make sure it sounds great in multiple environments, including my phone. So I'll probably do another remaster of this through my phone whenever I export it and what, and yada, yada, yada. Y'all need to hear all that. All right.